Hi, we're the women of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Alpha Xi Chapter, fall of 1978. Ready? And we are watching What's the Hype?
Have a beautiful set of women here that cross Fall 78, the Alpha Xi chapter of Delta Sigma Theta. Ladies, welcome to What's the Hype? All right. Ms. Lipsy, we're going to talk to you because you're going to be the spokesperson for your line. So tell us, what does homecoming mean to you?
Homecoming means coming back and seeing all your family and friends. I came to South Carolina State in 1976, one of 12 people from my family. It's been a family school, been coming here all my life. Homecoming is, you get to see everybody because everybody comes back to homecoming. It's a time for us to just reconnect. You might not have seen them for years past, but you come back to homecoming, nothing has stopped. It's just like you're picking up and moving on from when you were in college.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. So what made you come to the illustrious South Carolina State University?
Well, it was the only HBCU pretty much where all my family has gone. So it was a known fact this is where I was coming. I've been coming here all my life with my older brothers and cousins, and I love the campus. When I came my freshman year, my nephew was 9 years old. He said, this is where I want to come. His parents made him stay at home a year to go to school at Savannah State, but he came here and finished here. Following me, he has followed me everywhere I have moved.
So she said her nephew has followed her everywhere that she has moved. So you know she left a legacy because South Carolina State is a legacy by itself. Ms. Lipsy, and this last question before we wrap up, what encouraging words would you like to give to students about HBCUs, but not only HBCUs, about coming to South Carolina State University?
Well, my first job when I went to Virginia, I met an alum. I got that job. It's the connection. You look out for people that's been where you've been. Sarah's, I stayed with a Sarah I'd never met in my life, but I pledged her sister. And that's how I stayed in D.C. with her for 2 months. My first job was an alum of South Carolina State at George Mason University, and that's where I started. So it's the connection. We're going to look out for each other. You might go somewhere else, and they don't even recognize it. I come back to recruit from South Carolina State. I've been with Geico 30 years the end of this month, and I have been coming back here to look for students that look like me.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if y'all heard or not. She just preached a sermon. She just preached a sermon. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been joined by the wonderful, beautiful, intelligent women of the Alpha Xi chapter of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. What is your hype? What's the Hype Homecoming Edition 2018, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dennis Brothers, and I'm so excited to bring you another homecoming edition. Listen, the parade is about to start in a few. I don't know what's the hold up, but hopefully, it's about to start in a few. Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined with the celebrity herself. Let me tell you something. My teacher here at South Carolina State, she made South Carolina State hype. When I tell you that was her hype, that was like, we are joined We are joined with no other than Ms. Robin Moss. Welcome to What's the Hype, Robin.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being my guest. So, Robin, let's get right on to it. What made you come to the illustrious South Carolina State University?
I actually came here on a college tour when I was in 10th grade, I think, and I really liked it, and I wanted to go somewhere out of state. I'm not going to lie, I saw a bunch of, hoopties and stuff riding around campus, but my mom fell in love with the science program. They offered me a science scholarship, SCAMP program. I got you an internship, so that was, it's paid for and it's science. The program was great. We got internships, we had jobs. It was really, really great. I don't regret it at all. I'm really glad that I spent my 4 years here.
Absolutely. South Carolina State has just made a tremendous impact on her life and in my life as well. Robert, I know this is your first homecoming in a long time. I know you've been overseas. So tell us, what does homecoming mean to you? Like, what is that feeling when you hear about South Carolina State University's homecoming?
Just a sense of excitement and really just the name itself, homecoming. Like, I come back to Orangeburg and immediately I'm like, oh, I remember how to get here, how to get there. Coming on campus, still see the students around, student life is still looking good. And you come back and you get a sense of family, and especially when you work and stuff every day, it's nice to be able to come back home and just somewhere where you can be yourself. So I definitely enjoy homecoming.
Absolutely. And so, Robin, before we wrap up, because I know you got it busy, you want to see some of your friends, tell us, for those students, we want them to go to HBCUs, period. But what is it about South Carolina State that you encourage students to come?
The sense of family and the education, especially from a science STEM point of view. Everybody I know that did science, engineering, mathematics, like, they were set up for success, internships, job opportunities, just education in general, opportunity for continuing education. It was great. And then the smaller classrooms kind of gave you a chance to really get more in depth with your professor and get that one-on-one training that you needed. So I definitely say from an education aspect and also from a social aspect, because homecoming, Bulldog Fest, like you name it, we have it. It's always something going on campus. So it was well-rounded. It was awesome. I totally encourage anybody to come here.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, this has been Ms. Robin Moss, one of the faces of South Carolina State University. I'm going to have to be a little biased right now. And remember, what is your hype? Homecoming 2018.
I just like the sound of it.
What's the hype? And let me tell you what the hype is. I got Mr. Lionel Parker, former drum major of the South Carolina State University Marching 101 Band. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How you doing, love?
I'm doing great. Trying to just live my best life out here.
Amen.
Yes.
We all.
I know, right? Yes. So what does homecoming mean to you?
Oh, man. Homecoming, to me, it's a time to celebrate. It's to look back on all the people you done had hard classes with, hard work.
Right.
Well, you sitting there struggling next to you, and then look, y'all both graduated, both gone, and you seeing them people like living their life, living their best life. And it's just a time to come back and really just enjoy, but be safe. That's the main key. But if you're gonna, have fun, just be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe.
And it's a shame that we have to say be safe when we're trying to have fun,
That is so true. We all adults, and everybody has a kid, mindset at an extent.
Right.
When we want to have fun, but we're going to have fun. But you got to stay
Gotta be smart.
Right,
gotta be smart. So I had to ask you, what made you want to come to South Carolina State University?
Woo, boy, everybody asking that question now. Everybody in my family came to state. My mom, my dad, my uncles, my grandmother, my grandfather, great-grand, everybody.
It's a family affair.
Oh, yeah, it's a family tradition, man. We breed greatness. So it was just, of course, I applied everywhere else, and I got accepted to other schools, but, state, I ain't gonna lie, they gave me the most money, but they gave me a scholarship. So hey, you go where the money go. But at the end of the day, but it's family like, but I can't ask for anything else.
Right, and you kept it in the family, and you developed a family while you were here too. So it was a home away from home. Yeah, I love that. So before we wrap up, I just want to ask you one more question. So what advice would you give to the new students that are coming in as freshmen at South Carolina State?
Okay. Well, what I would say, of course, time is key.
Right.
Hey, if you want to stay up late, party, game, do whatever you want, talk to chicks, hey, your flavor.
Yeah.
Just make sure, hey, you getting up, go to class, you doing your work, because, hey, you're not at home no more with your mama and daddy, with your alarm clock wake you up, high school teachers. No, it's okay. Nah, these professors, well, they'll smile in your face and give you an F at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, time is key. And, of course, don't be afraid to venture out. When I mean venture out, if you're a shy person and you don't like getting out, hey, find somebody else that's shy and now it's 2 people, and now you got a friend, and then I'm pretty sure you're gonna find one more. But it's like a whole chain reaction. Just get out and enjoy the experience. But college is a once in a lifetime experience. You know, it's you have it. Enjoy the college life. That's why everybody say, hey, college life. Well, I wish I was back in. Sure, I'm graduating now, but I'm wishing back when I was back in college.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
it's just times you're gonna want to, you're gonna want to treasure, but you gotta stay on your work. If you don't stay on your work, boy, you're gone. Like
That's what you're here for.
Main key, boy, you're not here to pledge. You're not here to be in the band, do this, do that. But you're here to get that degree, to get that paper, so you can get out.
Yep.
But at the same time, boy, have fun with it.
Have fun with
Have
it.
fun with it.
Yep. And that's Mr. Lionel Parker, and that's What's the Hype. I'm here with Mr. Eric Williams. Eric Williams, how are you doing today?
Doing well, and yourself?
I am doing great. I'm doing great. So it's homecoming, and I know you just got done with the band and everything. So what does homecoming mean to you?
Homecoming to me means, I used the phrase earlier, unity in the community. With that phrase, it's old and young coming together, fellowshipping on one accord, and that one accord is homecoming.
Yes, and I know that you used to be a part of the Marching 101. So how does it feel seeing your fellow bandmates back here again?
Seeing those fellow bandmates brings back great memories. Those days of me marching in the parade, doing the, homecoming parade, the entire atmosphere is just great.
And so what is your title for everyone out there?
I am the compliance coordinator for university bands.
Yes, that is fantastic. That's fantastic. So what made you come to South Carolina State in HBCU?
One, for the experience, but most importantly for my education. At South Carolina State University, and especially within the band, we want to make sure that education is first.
Right.
So get your education, matriculate through, graduate, get your degree, and give back.
Give back. Yes, you always got to give back. So before we leave, I just wanted to say, wanted to ask you, what was your life as a band student also?
Hectic. But I found time to pack it all in.
Yeah.
With band, academics, social life, it's all possible.
It is possible, yes. It's just all about a balance, all about time management. So before we wrap up, I just want to ask you one more question. What advice would you give to the upcoming students that are coming to college, and specifically band students that want to come and join a legacy such as this one?
For those students that are looking to move on to college, whether it's here at South Carolina State University or any other HBCU or just university in general, make sure that you stay on top of your grades in high school, study, and just make sure when you are ready to take that next step that you have everything in line so that it's clear cut.
Clear cut. Got a clear cut path. Thank you so much. This is Eric Williams.
Thank you.
Yes.